Hello and welcome back to French Made Fun. In today's lesson, we will be learning salutations and greetings. That is, how do you start a conversation in French? Or how do you exchange pleasantries with somebody you have just met? A conversation like that could be of two types, formal or informal. And the words and phrases that you would use in each of them would be different. Let's begin by discussing the formal category, beginning with Bonjour, which means good morning or good day, bon après-midi, which means good afternoon, bonsoir, which means good evening, and bonne nuit, which means good night. Now, you may notice that for morning and evening, that is jour and soir, we are using bon, whereas for afternoon and night, that is après-midi and nuit, we are using bon. What is the difference between bon and bon? Unlike English, the French language assigns genders to non living objects as well. So, jour and soir are considered masculine, and that's why they are preceded with bon, whereas afternoon and night, that is après-midi and nuit, are considered feminine, and that's why they are preceded with bon. Next up, we have Komo allez-vous, which means how are you? In response to this, you could say très bien, merci. Très bien stands for very well, whereas merci stands for thank you. This is usually followed by et vous, which means and you, and the response to that again could be très bien, merci. And lastly, we have au revoir, which means bye in French. Now let's move on to the informal side. An informal conversation would begin with salut, which means hello. Mind you that in French, the last letter of a word is usually not pronounced. So we don't say salute, but salut. You would have also noticed this in nuit and Komo. Next up, we have Komo Sava, which means how are you in French. Remember that in an informal conversation, you would say Komo Sava, whereas in a formal conversation, you would say Komo allez-vous. The response to this question could be très bien, which means very well, Sava, which means it's going okay, pas mal, where S is silent, which means not bad, ça ne va pas du tout, which means it's not going well at all. Note that du tout stands for at all and can be used in many sentences. This is usually followed with et toi, which means and you, and the response to that would again be one of these, that is très bien, ça va, pas mal, and ça ne va pas du tout. And lastly, we have ciao, which means bye in an informal setup. Now let's do a recap of all the phrases we learned today. Beginning with the formal side, bonjour, which means good morning, bon après-midi, which means good afternoon, bonsoir stands for good evening, bonne nuit means good night, comment allez-vous, how are you, très bien merci, very well thank you, et vous, and you, au revoir, bye. Moving on to the informal side, salut, which means hello, Komo ça va, how are you, très bien, very well, ça va, it's going okay, pas mal, not bad, ça ne va pas du tout, it's not going well at all, et toi, and you, ciao, bye. Besides au revoir and ciao, there are other ways of saying goodbye in French. Let's find out what they are. À bientôt stands for see you soon. À lundi means see you on Monday. Lundi is the word for Monday. You could replace this with any day. À plus tard means see you later. And à tout à l'heure means see you at the hour. This brings us to the end of our lesson on salutations and greetings. Please like this video, comment down below what you thought of it, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated when my next video drops. Au revoir.